We come to the last question of our session with Nitin Ram. The question is, why is there life in existence and its chaos and drama as opposed to nothing? Especially since it is said that whatever this reality is, it's nirgun nirakar, without attributes. If that is the case, why bother and become this life and multiple and create all this chaos? This is the question.
The chaos is causeless. I think this is in a simple way we can understand this. The question for the questioner or for the question may look so complex, but in a simple way it can be understood. We are so used to, again, the question is coming from the split mind. Mind is a split from a separate entity, the sense of separation. Why I am repeating this? Because you don't get such kind of questions when you are in a deep sleep. So the question means mind, question means me, question means two. Okay? So the question is, if someone has this question, he or she has to basically go and only understand one thing. Are there any such questions in deep sleep? The questions are only in the waking state. I'm sorry. So if you can, we are used to understanding things only from mind, because we feel mind is the only instrument what we have through which we can understand, through which we realize, and we will be at a stable peace, which is not possible for next thousands and millions of years. One has to go beyond that state. Now what is that beyond the state? I am trying to say that if we can stop seeing things from our point of perception as a finite things, we can also look at this, that there is energy, isn't it? There is energy. It's a play of energy. Scientists can understand it's play of energy. And the play of energy, why do we call play of energy? Because it has two modes. One is potential energy and another is kinetic energy. No, energy is energy and it operates because it is its nature. Sometime it will be potential, sometime it will go turn itself into kinetic energy. We drive our cars, don't we drive our car? We drive our cars. When we put a starter, basically the car is now, when we what do you call it, start our car, basically we are not going anywhere. Potential energy is there. The moment you shift the gear or press your accelerator, the potential energy got converted into kinetic energy. You move, you travel and you stop somewhere in a chop, in a crossroads, and your vehicle is in the neutral gear again. Is the car dead? Is the car dead? No. It's not making any sound. Even we do not know sometimes, we feel whether it is like here, like the cars, some cars, advanced cars, we don't know whether it is
electric cars,
whether it is on or off, right? But the car is standing, it's not dead, but the potential energy is working. The moment you get a green signal, you press your accelerator, kinetic. So the whole play is a play of energy, and being energy as a part of its nature, sometime it will be in active mode, in a kinetic mode, sometime it will be in a potentiality mode. So all of us are talking here, living here and living on this earth, small piece of ball, and we are all active. So the energy is in a kinetic mode. When we go to sleep, are we dead? No. The kinetic energy is retiring into a potential energy. Again wake up, again kinetic energy. again go back to potentiality. Now one has to understand is that this is what is happening during this is so called when we say we are alive. That's why this is the phase. Now what happens? What happens when we say the body is not there? When what we call it as a death. What happens then? No, one has to go deeper and to understand this so that you will be out of the question. That this is a play of consciousness, play of energy. Energy at some point of time is potential. It is potential, it is getting converted into kinetic potential, but energy only. But now, this energy, play of energy is happening during while we are living our life.
Living in awake.
Living in awake, and especially more than awake, when we are alive, we call ourselves, all of us are alive. But when I am dead, what will happen? Where will the energy go? We say, I am dead. What is dead?
The body is dead.
Body is dead. Then what happens to that energy?
Spreads.
So the energy is there. It is a given example. My Guru used to give an example. Maharaj would give an example. A simple example, like you boil, say, water in a container. In olden days, they would boil water in a container for bathing. Okay? So you boil water in a, say, a copper vessel or maybe a brass vessel. Okay? And then after it get boiled, and you leave it like that, for maybe an hour or so. So that boiling water will come to the room temperature. So do we say that the water is dead? Because that energy is no more there. But we don't say that water is dead. Another example he would give, that you make breakfast, let's say poha and upma and poha. You make poha, you make something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay? For the breakfast. After all of us eats, the thing, that item, that eating item which we made is over. Do we say that poha is dead? Not there. So there is no death. And what I mean to say, there is no death. That is the important thing. Death is the fallacy. And that is the only truth. So what disappears basically is this. Something which is not there will not be there. But because we are identified as this, that is the problem. So it is a matter of energy. So why this? We have taken life very seriously, unfortunately, because we have never been told. Because we have always been told that this is what life is. And with this understanding, we have been trained, we have been groomed for years and years together, that this is only the life. In the first, one of the first questions I said that Arjuna fought the war, Krishna played it. So it's a play. When one understands that this is a play, realizes that this is a play, one can live very, very intensely in a moment to moment with bliss.
So I think he has summarized it himself, that at the level of our intellect, if we want to understand what is going on, the best description would be in terms of energy and its conversion from potential to kinetic and back. Two things, it's its nature to do that. Potential, kinetic take various forms. There is no separation. There is a body which is part of it, but the mind gets identified with the body and then feels the separation, but actually just a play of energy. At the level of intellect and energy, I think this is the description. And I think with that, we conclude our long session of questions that span a broad spectrum, each of them fundamental, and Nitin Ram has answered them. He has taken time and he has answered them all. And I thank you, Nitin, for answering all those questions. I have gathered these questions from many, many people, and I think they represent a broad section of modern society, of what I call the well-fed, those who don't have to worry about survival and other things. They have access to everything, and they have started their, or about to start, or have already started, or have gone further way on their journey towards stable peace. And I wanted to ask somebody who is in stable peace, one of the couple of people, thousands of people I have met that I know, and he kindly agreed, and he has taken a lot of time to give these answers, and I think they would be useful to most and many more to take their next step. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.